All right, hello everyone. Welcome to Green with Abundance. My name is Matt, and I am going to do the new moon reading for all the signs for this upcoming new moon in a couple of days. So I got busy these last 2 weeks. I was just like, oh, I need to start doing, readings for all the signs, and then over time things just got crazy and busy, and so I was just like, oh, okay, let's see, if I have time. And then the weekend came, and I procrastinated super hard, mostly with work stuff and friendship stuff. But now I'm up to it. So if I have time, I'll do some monthly readings for the end of the month. We'll see how that goes schedule-wise. All right. So, any more messages for... Interesting. Any more messages for the new moon in Pisces? So, a lot of dreamy water energy. So, Pisces season with the moon and the sun coming up. So, we'll see what's going on here. So, any other last messages? Any other last messages for this new moon in Pisces? Okay. I don't know why, but that card has been stalking for a while. But I'll go through it. Alright, so nice. We got 12 cards. One for each sign. Alright, and then... So the overall energy definitely matching Pisces. So bottom of the deck we have the... In this deck it's called the Prince, but in most decks it's the Knight of Cups. So Pisces, Aquarian energy is going to be strong during this new moon phase, and then the Ace of Cups is under that. So definitely looking towards those avenues, those ventures where not only do they make you happy, but you want to start moving towards this new opportunity, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a new opportunity with something that you're very passionate about. This is the time to start working towards those avenues. So however it applies to you, whether it's a relationship, job, family, friends, whatever, use this upcoming energy to bring fruitfulness to what makes you happy. All right, and so looking at your cards, so we have the moon here, so more Pisces energy looking towards what's underneath. We also have the Empress, Chariot, and then I think that's all the majors other than the court cards. Okay, so we have the Sun, or not the Sun, the Empress and the Chariot together. So working towards, again, a lot of feminine energy here. So working towards, what makes you emotionally happy. So this is Cancer, Pisces. So a lot of emotions around this. So you want to start looking at what really makes you happy, what fulfills you. We also have the Queen of Cups. So again, more Cancer energy here. Again, trying to find, pieces here. So trying to find that, that inner happiness, that inner peace, using some of that feminine energy to take care of yourself, and potentially moving towards more feeling, more emotions, more in touch with your intuition, things like that. All right? And then with these new opportunities that are coming in that are going to fulfill you, You want to make sure that they're also in your best interest at the same time. So it may be something you love, but don't forget to look at the entire situation and see if that's going to benefit you. Because if not, then you need to, start moving elsewhere. Because we also have the Three of Pentacles, working towards your goals, working towards your skill sets, again, going back to what makes you happy, what fulfills you, and working towards those strengths that you have. And then we also have the Nine of Wands, so I just said this is strength. Trying to overcome, get through whatever the current situation is that you're going through, leaving it behind, because there's a lot of pain and anguish around where this comes from. So I'm going to clarify that. Why is this Nine of Swords here? So why is the Nine of Swords here? Anything else? All right, so this anguish is about your overall happiness, but it looks fairly nice overall because it's clarified by the Sun, the Magician, Strength, Judgment, Knight of Swords, Page of Swords. So wherever this angst was coming from, it could be from an addiction, it could be from overindulging, it could be from working towards your goals here, working towards what benefits you. And now you're kind of in this place where you just want to start taking care of yourself. So the Ace of Cups came out here again at the bottom of the deck. So a lot of new emotional energy here, a lot of expanding. I'm getting heart feeling, so trying to open up more, trying to indulge more, but try not to overindulge too much, or else you're definitely going to feel those effects. We also have the Ace of Swords, so again, new forms of either communicating with someone or new forms of knowledge when you are in this process of moving on to something new, moving something that's going to benefit you, support you, nurture you, and help you grow. So from this pain, so Mars energy, Mars and Gemini, now that we're coming into this phase of communicating more, trying to, coming out of that, I don't want to say lack energy, but not as productive as you could be. Now is the chance to overcome this sort of turmoil and start moving towards what's going on. Because I feel like the Seven of Cups and this Nine of Swords goes together. This pain, this fear, whatever is surrounding this is also amongst this sense of trying to numb yourself a little bit. So you're trying to get through that inner angst and try to come out on the other side, because all these hidden things are coming to fruition in this moon phase, because the moon came out too. So again, all these inner feelings, potentially inner demons that are now leaving you. Now you're starting to see the benefits of all the work you've put in, all the time and effort, all the hurt that may have been happening this last month. Now for this upcoming cycle, now is the chance to relax and start pushing forward. A lot of ones and twos here. So like Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Ace of Swords, Two of Swords. So 3 energy, Empress, another 3 of Pentacles. So kind of getting that idea of you're in the beginning stages of this new cycle. Also the Magician is here. So you're looking towards the end goal, but now you're still in the beginning stages. All right. So some of the last court cards. So we have the Knight of Wands, which is the King of Wands. So Leo energy here, stepping into your power, stepping into your leadership. Amongst the the feeling, the emotions, and some feminine energy, you're still trying to push forward towards your goals, your passions, showing off your confidence. And then we also have the Princess of Swords, or the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords came out again too here in the clarification for the Nine of Swords. So again, a newness coming from this place of pain. So you may be cutting people off, you may be communicating more, you may be forming new relationships with people, and you're figuring out how to interact with them, or maybe you just have a new train of thought. You're switching your feelings and trying to move forward towards something new. So in this new moon phase, again, you're making that shift from what hurt you, what once was, or whatever bad energy was behind you. Now you're in this process of trying to move forward, understanding, what understanding what happened, going with your intuition and trying to move forward with that. So a lot of inner work and a lot of thinking, a lot of thoughts during this time. A lot of emotion. So even though there's not a lot of cups on here, but I'm definitely getting the overall energy is a lot of water. So a lot of, understanding what works for you, what doesn't work for you specifically, not others, but just you, because Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, moving to what makes you emotionally fulfilled and taking action on it, so that way you can avoid this recent past. So there's 2 nines here going into the 10 phase. So again, and then with Judgment here, so you're looking back on, what the heck was going on here with all this Mars energy peeking out, a lot of fire. So a lot of passion coming from either you or you with someone else, or potentially a family situation, but taking all that and then just moving forward. So during this next month, take that time to really analyze, like, who are you? What are your skills? What are you leaving behind? What do you need to leave behind? And what can you do to move forward in these new endeavors where you're trying to improve on your relationships, your friendships, and your self relationship? How are you with yourself? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you nurturing yourself? And are you taking the time to sit with yourself and understand what you've done so far and how you can keep going and improve upon yourself? So could be potential for some shadow work here a little bit, just to kind of see like where you're going. And then once you solidify where you want to go and where you want to be, then you can put everything together in a nice little bow and present it to the world. So just be careful that you don't become over emotional in this phase, or over dependent on your feeling. Try to keep some logic with you as you move forward, because now you're in this phase of feeling, and maybe you were just in a place where you were in your head a lot. So now you might be going off of what your intuition is saying a lot more. All right, so last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pull some animal totems for some overall themes for this new moon phase. So any last messages for this new moon phase? All right, any last messages for this new moon phase? So the big picture here, yes, so staying strong in your own path. staying the course. You might be revisiting something, again, going back to what you once learned or what happened in the past. You might be going back to it at the current moment and trying to understand, what happened, what went wrong, what went good, and now taking charge. So we have the lion here, so we have leadership. So kind of tying it in with the Knight of Wands, or King of Wands in this case. So using your influence to try and get to where you want to go and where you need to be. We also have independence with the cat, because as we all know, cats do not care about anything other than themselves. But I love cats though, so there's my bias. But in this case, tying it in with the salmon, which is, that reflective period where you're going back to where you once were and really reflecting on, can I do this on my own? Have I done this on my own? Do I need help from others? Which is kind of what another message coming through is, or do I reach out for help? Is this a potential new relationship that I need to form? And that message is also coming through with the Ace of Cups, Two of Cups here. So the next animal is the bee, and then bees, work in a hive, have a network, have a lot of connections between, the queens and the other workers, as well as the defenders of the hive. So you may be asked to reach out to someone or a group of people during this time to help you out with either starting this next phase or moving on from the past. Because we also have buffalo, which is abundance. So again, you're looking towards the future. You're looking towards the end goal. Where do you plan on going? Where do you plan on being? What are the steps to get there? Okay. And then the last two cards. So we have the grasshopper, which is cosmic ordering. So just a reminder that, everything's in balance. You are where you're supposed to be at the moment. So right now you just kind of have to enjoy what's going on with you. At the bottom of the deck we have the coyote, which is the playfulness card. So the reminder to go out, have fun, enjoy yourselves during this time period. If you're looking for a relationship, this is giving flirtatious vibes. So having no expectations of what you're planning to do. Just go out, have fun, enjoy forming these new relationships with people, whether it's with work or personal or reconnecting with family, because it looks like we're in the beginning phases of that reconnection phase now that the pandemic is slowly dialing back. So that might be something that you are interested in doing. Kind of, again, those beginning stages of getting back to yourself and how you interact with others. And then last card, so this might tie in with the Nine of Swords that came out, was mental busyness. So mental cloudiness. So the feeling of being, maybe you're doing too much, maybe you're feeling agitated, maybe you're overly sensitive right now. Maybe you could be very reactive to certain things. Or maybe you just feel like you need a break. This could be that energy that you're trying to get out of. And so the overall theme is that you need to, again, start taking care of what you need. Where do you need to let go? And where can you start moving forward, taking charge? But at the same time, again, taking care of yourself and taking care of your needs. All right? So if this message resonated, please like, share, and subscribe. Again, take what resonated with you, and then if some parts didn't, then those messages may not have been for you. All right? So take care, enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you next time.